Good evening. This is Nani from Booties and Bonnets. Welcome. Thank you for coming by and watching my channel. I love collecting reborn dolls and all kinds of different dolls. I also have American dolls and Barbies and yeah, so sometime maybe I'll show some of those. But I thought today I would show two of my dollies here that I have. I've been kind of in the hibernating mood because it's been so cold here. It's been like 0 or a few degrees above 0 with a wind chill, so it's very cold. So I thought today would be a perfect day to change my little Elena. And right now she's wearing a really cute panda top, but I thought I'd change her into a different outfit. It's always fun to change our dollies, isn't it, into different clothes. And so anyway, here's little Elena, and then I have Elizabeth here, and Elizabeth is wearing the cutest coat that actually used to have a hoodie, and I took the hoodie off, or I cut it and I re-sewed it and made it into a little hat for her. And so I think her little hat came out so cute. Sometimes the hoodies are almost too big for their heads, but I thought it turned out really cute for her. So she's all cozy, ready for winter. And this little doll, if you're new to my channel, reminds me of my daughter Elizabeth. And my daughter was always, when she was little, she always thought about things, and she was the sweetest little girl, and she would just kind of, if we took a walk, she'd look at everything, and always had a lot of patience. And so right now she's a nurse, which makes it a perfect profession for her, because nursing takes a lot of patience, and yeah, it takes a lot of patience and knowledge, and she gets to treat all kinds of all types of patients, and she loves her job. And so anyway, this little dolly has always reminded me of Elizabeth, and so every time I get her dressed, or I look at her or hold her, it just reminds me of when my our little girl was just a baby. And I have a lot of memories. And so anyway, so I thought I'd change Elena today, and I'll show you what she's going to be wearing. Maybe I'll put a little bit more light, because it's a little bit dark. I think it's getting a little darker. Let's see if that helps. Oh, it looks like it's going to be okay. It looks a little yellow, but that's all right. So little Elena is ready to be changed to a different outfit, and I thought I'd show you what she's going to wear today. So I've got these minty green pants that I've had for a while, but I love them. They're kind of quilted and very warm, and they have little roses. So I thought I'd put this on her, and here's a really cute minty top that I think will look perfect with those pants. And it's got some flowers and little snaps. I love the way these snap on the sides like this. It's really cute, and this comes from First Impressions. And this dolly is a little larger than my other dollies. She's about 23 inches high, so she wears 6 to 9 month clothes, and so I thought this would be perfect for her. And of course, I found some really cute booties. I bought these a long time ago, and they're kind of a minty green, and I just love whoever crocheted these or knitted them did a beautiful job. And so I thought that would look perfect with her little outfit. And oh, and guess what? I'm going to put this little hat on, and this was also handmade. I bought this somewhere, I forget where, and it's just, I love the colors. It's got like purple and greens and yellows, and I love the color combination. So I'm going to dress her in this. And little Elizabeth, she's going to watch me while I change my dolly. And I have little Eeyore here. He's joining us. and he's wearing the softest, really winter-like sweater, and it has a snowflake. And look at his little hat. I think it's a her actually, because she's got a bow. She's got a bow on her tail. And look at her hat with the pom-pom. And I think that is so cute. And yeah, I bought this little girl a long time ago, and I just fell in love with her, and I love her face. And yeah, the Winnie the Pooh characters are all so cute, aren't they? They're just, I love them. And so I thought this was the perfect addition to my nursery. And so I thought she'd kind of come and join us and see what we were going to dress our dollies in. So, but yeah, it's been very cold here. And, I was trying to think of what I could talk about today. And with winter here, it brings back a lot of memories of when my children were little. Our children, it's, my husband's retired now, and we're enjoying him not having to work. And it's just a very nice time just to kind of enjoy our times and remember things. And but our kids are fully grown now. They're in their 20s, and my son's in Spain, and my daughter, she's a nurse. And but I still remember as when they were little. I have a lot of memories of them. I was fortunate enough to be able to stay home with them and spend time with them. But I remember when it snowed out, we'd go outside. Oops, little Elena she doesn't want to sit up, do you? Yeah, we loved being outside. I tried to get the kids out as much as possible, because they always say for children, fresh air is a really important thing for them. So I, from the time they were very little, I would take them out, and we had a wood sled that had little wooden sides to it, and I would take them around the block. I would pull the sled, and they just loved being out, getting the fresh air. And especially on those days when it had just snowed, and the snow just looked so white and beautiful, it was a perfect time to take them out, to go for a walk or that. So yeah, so I always loved doing that with my children. Of course, if any of you have small children or grandchildren or that, you know what it's like to have to bundle them up on these cold winter days. And some of them have snowsuits, or you want to make sure they have their mittens and their hats or caps, warm caps, because it gets pretty cold. But I remember our kids had I think I'm going to just leave this on, because yeah, they had their snowsuits, and we'd get them ready and make sure they had their boots and their mittens. And yeah, we loved going for walks. And then we'd come home, and we'd have hot chocolate, which is one of our favorites, hot cocoa with marshmallows, or let's see, we'd have coloring books. They were cold after coming in from being outside. And my son really loved playing with Legos when he was a little older, about 5 years old. And he would spend hours playing with his Legos. And in the wintertime, that's a good activity to do, because they get to use their imagination. And my son, he built a lot of neat things. And yeah, he and his neighbor friend would just spend hours just building Lego things with Legos. And then my daughter, she was big into the Beanie Babies. I still have quite a few Beanie Babies, and she would pretend that they were going to school. And so my mom gave her some little desks, like little wooden desks, and I think we still have those. And she would pretend that they were going to school. And And yeah, it was a lot of fun, and she could, I don't know, I forget who she used as a teacher, but she, at first I thought she was going to be a teacher someday because she really loved doing that. And yeah, so she put all her little beanies at the desks. She'd have them sit down at each of the desks, and she'd have little activities planned for them. And but yeah, in the winter time, little kids, they can only be outside so long. So when they come in, you have to come up with all sorts of fun activities for them to do. And one thing I used to do a lot of is read books to them. We'd go to the library, and we'd pick out some good books. When they were, of course, younger, like maybe 4 or 5, we'd get a lot of picture books, and like Dr. Seuss, different books like that. And as they got older, then they got into the chapter books, which they both became good readers. They love to read, and I firmly believe that if children are exposed to reading from little on, that it really helps them in school. And so I think our children love to look at books and read and learn new things, learn about different insects or animals, or books can really open the imagination for children, can really do that. So yeah, so I always believe books were really important, and so winter was a perfect time to show them, to encourage them to read, or yeah, that type of thing. So, but I also used to bake a lot. When it was on really cold days, I would make banana bread. My kids remember me baking banana bread. It was one of their favorite things that I made. Let's see. Of course, at Christmas time, we'd do cutout cookies, and they loved being part of that. We would get all the cookie cutters out, and we'd mix all the the vanilla frosting would be white, so of course we wanted it to be very colorful. So we'd mix all kinds of different dyes, like to make them different colors, like green or red or yellow, or yeah, there were lots of fun colors to decorate our cookies with. But yeah, so here's little Elena. She's all dressed. What do you all think? She's wearing that adorable little hat. I love that hat on her. I painted this little girl, and she's got the bluest eyes. I use her dry paints, and I just love creating these dollies. And lately I haven't done a whole lot of that. I've been busy scrapbooking and that, but I just adore this little girl. I adore all my little dollies. And so she's all ready for winter day, isn't she? She's all cozied up. Yeah, she's all set. I'll put a pillow behind her, and that way she gets to sit up a little more. So yeah, there are a lot of things that you can do with your children or grandkids in the winter time. They love going sledding. I remember taking our children sledding a lot. We'd go to like hills, and of course they were designated hills that were safe, and they loved going down the hill, and it was good fresh air for them. When we used to go to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and visit my in-laws, yeah, we'd all go to a fun park, and all their cousins would be there, and then my mother-in-law would have chili made when we got home, or hot apple cider, or yeah, just things to kind of warm them up, to warm us up. So anyway, little Elena is all set, and so is Elizabeth. And our little Eeyore, he's all set for winter, aren't you, little Eeyore? And we went to visit my mom today, and she's doing very well. She still lives at home, so it's nice to go over there, and she has somebody helping her twice a week, which is really nice. And she's a sweet, super sweet caregiver, helper that comes and helps her. And my mom has always been a collector of things. She has a lot of antiques, and she was an artist at one time, so she has a lot of her artwork yet. And so it's always fun to go visit her and just kind of catch up with things. But if you'd like, I would love to hear some of your memories of, with your children or grandchildren, or things that you enjoy doing with them. Or maybe you have a memory of when you were younger, something that you loved doing in the winter time. I would love to hear your story, or just, I can just share something about yourself, and I would love to hear from you. And I found this little book, and it's called The Snowman's Christmas Present. Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I just wanted to show you some of the illustrations of the snowman. This was copyrighted in 1951. And, of course, winter reminds us of snowmen, doesn't it? All the snowmen and the carrots. Of course, you can't have a snowman without a carrot. But and look at the little kids all dressed up. That's how we used to dress our children. Just made sure they were all bundled up, all ready for winter. And I love the way the snow is falling down, and the little boy is trying to put the mouth on, or drawing a mouth on the snowman. Isn't that cute? So, and here's some more. Here they are, and they're having so much fun. And they're laughing, and this little boy has a scarf, and children, when they play together, it's such a fun time. And it's really good for kids to be outside. It's really a fun thing to do. And then, and here we have, it's getting dark, and the little kids are decorating for Christmas. But I know Christmas is over, but it's still a fun book. And the little snowman is looking at the stars. I love these illustrations. And here they are. Here they're getting ready for Christmas again. And the little kids are saying, it's time to go to bed, because maybe Santa will come soon. But so there are the little children all ready, and here they're sleeping away in their little beds, and guess who's coming? Santa Claus is coming, and with the 8 reindeer, and he's got all those toys in his bag. I always wondered how Santa could fit all those toys in the bag, but he's magical, and he can figure out all sorts of things, can't he? Yep, Elena agrees with me, don't you, Elena? You agree with me that Santa is magical, and he can do all kinds of things, can't he? Yeah, and little Elizabeth too, she's saying, yep, I know what it's like. And here's Santa Claus, and he looks happy, and the reindeer are waiting. He's gonna go down the chimney and bring toys for the little children. Yeah, and look at the tree with the little things of popcorn, and all the ornaments, and the little angel. And somebody's gonna get a dolly for Christmas. Look at that. Yeah, he looks like a jolly old man. And here he goes. There he goes. They're flying in the sky with all the stars. And they're gonna go to the next house and take some presents for the good boys and girls. And then it's time to go outside again. And here they're playing. They decided to go out and have fun. And the little birdies are flying, having fun too, with the little snowman. And doesn't that snowman look so happy? He looks like a happy snowman. But they're the kids. And little Susie, I'll call her Susie. She's got a new doll for Christmas. Look at that. And little Jimmy got a little bear, a teddy bear. Oh, they look so excited. And here they're playing Ring Around the Rosie with the snowman. Yep, here they're playing Ring Around the Rosie, and they're all excited that Santa came. But I love this book. Sometime, yeah, I'll read it sometime, but today I decided I'd just show it. And I love the illustrations. And I hope you're all doing well and staying healthy. And I'll be back again. And I appreciate you coming and commenting. And yeah, hopefully, I hope you're staying warm if it's cold out there where you live, or if it's hot out, hope you're staying cool and enjoying the season. And I'll be back again. So love and hugs to everybody. Bye-bye.